Now Milanovic. Step over in midfield, allows the ball to run on for James Troisi, a former Wanderer. Neil Kilkenny. Western have committed numbers forward here, sensing an opportunity. Troisi continued his run, and the cut across is turned in off the chest of Alexander Prijovic. It doesn't matter what part of the anatomy, this man is made of goals.
Well, that was a wonderful sweeping move from Western United. Opening 5 minutes of the game really opened up Western Sydney. And that man, he made a habit of scoring goals last season, as we see on the Harvey Norman replay. Kilkenny brings it wide. It's a great run from Troisi into the box, and he fires it across that 6-yard box, and great improvisation from Prijovic. Just a little low, he couldn't get the head down to dip to it for the header, and used the chest. Great composure, chests it into the empty net, and nonchalantly walks away. Second goal of the season, and that's a fantastic start for the boys in green. Neuenhoff and Bozanic both sitting a little deeper. Maybe one of them can step high alongside Amalfitano and really create a problem behind the Western United defence. The Western United midfield. But at the moment, see both sitting in front of that midfield line, making it a little bit easier for them to read the play.
Kurtopic, slightly better measured long ball this time, and he blazes over. At last they get the long ball right, but Kurtopic didn't have the finish when the chance presented.
Well, he did everything right, didn't he? It was a great run, lovely weighted pass from Tomislav Michala. Just misjudged from Imai. He had all the time here. Could have rolled it past, jinked it over the keeper. He went for pace and just gets the foot underneath it. See there, he's just trying to get the hip over. Can't do it, and that is a glorious chance gone begging, and he knows it.
Neuenhoff will turn, will face. See who he can bring into the play. Bozanic now trying to thread the eye of the needle through the left flank. Bakoto to Traore. Neatly worked with Amalfitano linking up with Traore, and now Bakoto, and held on to as the shot was firmly at him, Jamie Young.
That was neat play from Western Sydney Wanderers down that left-hand side. Nice interplay, 1 and 2 touch, and then Traore saw Bakoto at the edge of the box.
Doumbia. Wales in space, can pick his mark, and the header from Prijovic. And if you're only going to pop up every now and then, you've got to be able to steer those sort of headers onto the target.
Well, much better delivery for the player of Prijovic. Difficult one, tight angle, trying to put pace on the ball and angle as well.
Milanovic touching it on. Metzela stooped down to the header, just holds up off the lush surface though. Milanovic, and he went for glory, and he nearly caught out Lawrence Thomas, who tips it round the post. And he's perhaps right to berate his midfield and defence there for falling asleep on the youngster who nearly caught him out.
That's fantastic. There, the enthusiasm to win, and here the audacity to go from long range. Almost snuck in, and that's difficult for Lawrence Thomas when it bounces in front as well. Full stretch. Wonderful play from the young man.
It's not just the physical pain, though. It's that Wanderers finally had a bit of a midfield combination going. And now a long ball. Kurtopic bullocking work, and he's denied by a good stop. Jamie Young got his left paw out and was able to take the sting out of the shot and then grab it at the second time of asking. And Suleiman Kurtopic, what a chance.
Well, it's another good running behind, isn't it? It's 2 against 1, and they get it all wrong. And it's a great stop in the end from Jamie Young, but Imai here tries to use the body, gets it all wrong. Kurtopic is through and really should be scoring there again. And
now Metzela's turn to come through, makes a contest. Neuenhoff also onto the ball. Quick 1-2. Neuenhoff skies one, up it goes for Borrello to challenge, and he couldn't get the header down, but again, Western Sydney Wanderers are working through the gears.
Yeah, positive signs in the last few minutes, a little bit more urgency, a little bit more gusto going forward. You see here, just hangs it up at that back post.
Neat 1-2 between Lepane and Wilmering. Wilmering frees that left peg, and he got it over to Simmons. He's been able to keep it in. To his team's advantage, though. Kilkenny still deep in defence.
Could have gone with the head rather than stretching with the feet. It was a wonderful ball to the back post area. You see here, if he just throws himself at it, diving header maybe, he may have had a better chance.
Diamanti, does he go direct? He doesn't, because it's headed just wide by Tratt, and that could have been game, set, match in favour of Western United.
Well, that's a glorious opportunity to seal the match. Wonderful ball in, great run. See here, just totally unmarked. Defensive marking is non-existent, and it should have been 2-0.
To the right side of the penalty box, Lawrence Thomas picks it up. Half of stoppage time has expired. Metzella, not a great touch. Bottage trying to catch out Lawrence Thomas, and he floats it high and long.
Well, it was the right idea. There's a lapse in concentration. Thomas Metzella there just gave the ball back. Lawrence Thomas plays it out. That's a terrible touch, and all of a sudden, Lawrence Thomas is on his bike.